top of the hour in all of Puerto Rico and all of my flip-flop nation. I am the one they call Mr. Hot Dog. I am Doña Provison. I am the one on Facebook and Twitter that goes by Walo HD, the most trusted name in political satire and social commentary. I am a professional troll, and during this hour, it's you who will become the people's analyst to comment about what's news and what's hot in Puerto Rico. If it's hot and it's news in Puerto Rico, everything starts here. So the question is, are you ready? No. I said, are you ready? You ready? Okay, so be it.
Puerto Rico voted for statehood.
Okay.
The time has come to validate that choice.
Yes.
The time has come to have the voice of the people of Puerto Rico be heard.
Yes.
So help us God.
So help us God.
Good evening to all.
Good evening.
And may God bless the people of Puerto Rico. And may God bless the United States of America.
Amen, Mr. Governor. It's another 40 years for statehood, but we're on the road. Ooh. We're on the road. Keep on track. It's very important to keep on track, Mr. Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, but furthermost, my legion of followers, listening through the internet, my fellow followers that do as I do. We grab our flip-flops and we bring to justice our politicians who deserve the best interests of Puerto Rico. This mystical body is better known as the Flip-Flop Nation. You and me that are the flip-floppers!
Serving the universe!
Make yourself comfortable and wear your flip-flop without stockings, because flip-flops with stockings don't look well. War symbol! Bankruptcy symbol! This is school symbols.
WKAQ, San Juan.
Yes! WKAQ San Juan. I like it. It is once again.
WKAQ, San Juan.
Oh my God, this is really nice. Nice production, nice imaging. I love it so much. At the master control in WKAQ, this is it's Willy Remoto. Willy Remote. So, let's go straight to the cassava. You know, this is... Hey, neighbor. The neighbor is here. Hey, get used to it. Puerto Rico chose statehood. Get used to it, okay? Get used to it. This is the way that we... This is how we do. It, baby. This is a political satire show, and, this is with the purpose of bringing down to earth all those politicians who disrespect the best interests of the Puerto Rican people. So, let's take a quick view of what's not necessarily the news in the Flip-Flop Nation. Stop laughing! This is not funny. This is a serious matter, neighbor.
Nation.
The Flip-Flop Nation.
I love it.
Well, you better know it and get used to it, because
I know.
there's a new star is coming, and that's our star, the Puerto Rican star on the United States flag.
I already saw the flag with the 51 stars.
That's Miriam Ramirez de Ferrer. Just stitch it.
She drew it.
Yeah, no, she tried it. She stitched it over it. Yeah,
Really?
there's a photo on there over the internet.
I love it.
Back in the day, Miriam Ramirez de Ferrer starred on a United States flag. That is our flag at the end, because we are going to be a state at some point of our lives. I mean, I'm like 25 now, so most probably when when I reach 75, most probably I'm going to see that flag waving over the Congress. It's a long process. I mean, I've listened today to some, really great analysts and journalists who said, you know what? Statehood is not a quick thing that we're going to achieve. It's going to take, like Hawaii took like 20 years to achieve statehood.
Okay.
Alaska was like 40. So Puerto Rico... No, don't go like that. You don't go like that, man.
I love it. Right now, everybody is
Like what?
not understanding everything.
No, they're understanding. If you take a quick peek of what's going on, what's not necessarily the news, if you take a quick peek, hey, Comay, hey, hold on a second. Hey, Comay, you just start like que bochinche.
With
Okay.
accent.
Okay? La comadrita. So if we take a quick look at CNN.com, it goes like Puerto Ricans who voted for U.S. statehood in a non-binding, and it says non-binding referendum. I thought it was a plebiscite instead of a referendum. I don't know what's going on with this left-wing people. This fake news CNN, Mr. President Trump, fake news CNN. This was a plebiscite. It wasn't a referendum. What's wrong with these people? So, like it says on CNN.com, Puerto Ricans who voted for U.S. statehood in a non-binding referendum Sunday are claiming for equal rights as American citizens. That's what Mr. Governor Rossello said. And it's also published on CNN.com that 97% of the votes favored statehood, but voter participation was just 23% after opposition parties called for a boycott of what they called a rigged process, in part over the ballot language. How come the Popular Democratic Party achieve such thing when you have a president that seldom appears in public? I quite don't understand this. I quite don't understand it. But regardless, I was taking a quick look over Jay Fonseca's Facebook page, and he published a video about today's White House press conference with Mr. Sean Spicer, and there was a journalist who asked about what's going to happen with the most recent plebiscite over Puerto Rico. So let's listen to what happened at the White House earlier today.
Does the president have a reaction to the vote in Puerto Rico yesterday, the non-binding measure calling for statehood as the first choice of the people for the future?
This matter is something that's going to be determined now that the people have spoken in Puerto Rico. This is something that Congress has to address. So the process will have to work its way out.
That's something that Congress will need to address. That's compromise from the White House. That's compromise. That's compromise coming over the White House. Let's cross our fingers that Mr. Trump doesn't tweet anything during the overnight hours. Because you know how it is. No, Mr. Trump goes like crazy tweeting, Puerto Rico, I hate Puerto Rico. Goes like that. It may come or may not come. It's just my appreciation. But taking another look at what happened and what was published on the money.cnn.com. That's the business side of news of CNN. So it says that Puerto Ricans voted overwhelmingly. You see? You see that? Puerto Ricans voted overwhelmingly. Now it's gonna be like 2 or 3 cats now. It's not. It doesn't go like that. It doesn't go like that. It doesn't work like that. But CNN says it. And who am I to contradict CNN? I'm not a journalist. They are. So they say that Puerto Ricans voted overwhelmingly on Sunday to become the 51st U.S. state, but there's no celebrating yet. That might be the reason that I so reduced crowd over the statehood party yesterday afternoon. That's why. Attendance wasn't on the thousands. It wasn't on the thousands. Merely 100, maybe in the hundreds, but not on the thousands. So most probably it has something to do like with that. But as it says on Money on CNN.com, only Congress can make Puerto Rico state. We know that. And there's little appetite to do that right now. How come there's little appetite? Puerto Rico, you know, they've been waiting like for 100 years for Puerto Rico to become a state. I don't understand. Congress are like, ask for it. I've heard President Bush, the first President Bush said, estabilidad ahora. So this is the time. This is the time. I don't get it. Hey, come Bochamay. Go Bochinche. Bochinche. So they're citing. Let's do something. We haven't heard what Governor Rosello had to say on official statement over the internet and TV stations and address to the American people and English-speaking American citizens on the island. So let's take a listen to that. And I hope I have that on cue. And I don't have it. This is very funny. This is very funny. I don't have it on cue. But hey, I need to. You know how it is. You know, it's not easy. Okay, now let's listen to Governor Rosello's address.
Good evening.
Good evening.
After exercising one of the most sacred rights of our American democracy,
Sacred right.
an overwhelming majority of the voters who cast their ballots end the current territorial colonial status of Puerto Rico,
to end the colonial status,
voted today in favor of becoming the 51st state of the Union.
Well, stop it there. Stop it there just for quite a minute, Mr. Governor. As my advice to you, please hurry up because District of Columbia has a Tennessee plan as well, and they've been on that like over 20 years. And Mr. Jesse Jackson
today in favor.
I've been working on that like for the last couple of years, and we might become the 52nd state if you don't hurry up. So be careful with that. Be careful. As La Comay said in Spanish back in the day, like, que se cuide, que se cuide. Let's keep listening to this.
Of becoming the 51st state of the Union.
Uh-huh.
This vote is a ratification of the results of the previous plebiscite held on the island on November 2012.
So results from the 2012 plebiscite now are valid. This is very convenient because we need a lot of votes for the Congress to react to our situation in Puerto Rico. This is a serious matter. This is a serious matter. Don't you take it as a joke. So let's keep listening to Mr. Rosello.
Exceeding by far the percentage of votes obtained back then, favoring statehood.
Favoring statehood. Yeah.
Today,
it's about
we, the people of Puerto Rico, are sending a strong and clear message to the U.S. Congress and to the world.
Yes, yes.
Claiming our equal rights as American citizens.
As American citizens, yes.
We will now take these results to Washington, D.C.
To Washington, D.C.
With the strong support of not only a duly executed electoral exercise, but also a contingency of national and international observers who can attest to the fact that the process was fair, well organized, and democratic.
Stop it there. I hope that Mr. President Maduro from Venezuela sent over Puerto Rico some observers so there's a balanced view of what happened yesterday. So hopefully that, let's keep listening to Mr. Governor Rosello.
I thank the people of Puerto Rico for demonstrating once again our full commitment to our democratic values.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The official results from the State Electoral Commission confirm that statehood obtained a historic 97% of the votes cast.
Stop it over there! Just stop it there! 97% for statehood. That deserves an applause. That deserves a junkie applause. Yes. It's a ways. You need to. It's a ways. It's a ways. Okay. Let's keep listening to Mr. Governor Rosello.
While the independence and free association option garnered 1.5%.
1.5%.
And the current territorial status received 1.3%.
Let's stop it there, Mr. Governor, please. We know it's the territorial status, but this is all about branding. The Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, Estado Libre Asociado. If it's that, then what? What's the matter of not, naming it by what it is or what it was? At the end, 97% for statehood. You can say, like literally, we killed the Commonwealth. We killed it. We killed it. You go like that. You go, and then you go like, you go like dog life, mic drop, and then keep going.
It will be up to this new generation of Puerto Ricans
to demand
and claim in Washington the end of the current improper colonial relationship with our brethren in the United States.
The end of this current territorial that at the end it's the Commonwealth Constitution which was signed also by Will Luis Aferré on the back in the day of the PER of Puerto Rico.
And begin a transition process to fully incorporate Puerto Rico as the next state of the Union.
Next state. Remember, Mr. Governor, next state, if we can make it before D.C. D.C. is on the way of becoming a state, so hurry up.
From today going forward, the federal government will no longer be able to ignore the voice of the majority of the American citizens in Puerto Rico.
Never, never, never again. Take that, Congress. Puerto Rican people have chosen statehood, and you can get used to it because we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere, and you know it. You know it, and we have a chicken star on the Tennessee Plan delegation.
Hello, saludos indígenas de la colonia.
Take that, indígenas de la colonia. Take that. Okay? Let's keep listening to Mr. Governor Rosello's
It will be highly contradictory for Washington to demand democracy in other parts of the world and not respond to the legitimate right to self-determination that was exercised today in the American territory of.
That's right, on the American territory of Puerto Rico, which is a territory like are the U.S. Virgin Islands and Mariana Islands and Guam and American Samoa. So we want to become as imperialist as the U.S. is with their territories when we become a state. Let's keep listening to Mr. Governor Rosello.
Puerto Rico. As governor, I have the responsibility to ensure that the results of this plebiscite are validated in Congress.
Validated.
I will soon designate the members of an equality commission that will be taking care of this specific task.
That's gonna be
both
great.
in the House
Yes.
and in the Senate.
Yes.
Our resident commissioner in Washington, Jennifer Gonzalez, will be leading these efforts.
And that's great to know because I've been waiting since her possession of her office last January to create a crisis as she promised, and maybe now she can find some signatures to put over the Statehood Admission Act that she wrote.
In any democracy, the express will of the majority that participates in the electoral process always prevails.
Always prevails.
Puerto Rico voted for statehood.
Yes.
The time has come to validate that choice.
Yes.
The time has come to have the voice of the people of Puerto Rico be heard.
Yes.
So help us God.
So help us God.
Good evening to all.
Good evening.
And may God bless the people of Puerto Rico. And may God bless the United States of America.
Wasn't that a great speech for the next State of the Union governor, the Governor Rosello? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I remember back in the day when he said that he's going to become the first governor of the 51st State of the Union, and hopefully that would be Puerto Rico if D.C. doesn't achieve it first. But at the end, it is what it is. So give a big round of applause for Mr. Rosello, Mr. Governor. I love that speech.
Yeah.
Awesome speech. Puerto Rico chose statehood, and I think Congress needs to get used to it. And at the end, we are ready. We are ready, and that's why we're gonna open the phone lines so you can participate in this political satire show. This commentary show starts now.
Serving the universe.
So Flip Flop Nation, phone lines are open at 765-6020, 765-6020. This is the Flip Flop Nation show. I'm Doña Robinson, and this is the first station in news. I love this idea. I love it. I love it. Some patriotic music so we can get started with this. 765-6020. That goes like 765-6020. This is the Flip Flop Nation show. This is a political satire show and commentary. Have a little, this is Caribbean accent. Stop it there. You can't complain about Jamaican accent. Those folks speaking English over the Caribbean. So my English is, very beautiful. Some patriotic music here. Flip Flop Nation show's on the air. Let's hit tonight. Who's on? Hello,
Walo.
You're on the air. Who's
Walo, my name is Sonny. I live in Cool Water.
In Cool Water? In Cool Water?
Yeah, Aguas Buenas.
Aguas Buenas. A big round of applause for Good Waters.
Oh, yes.
Good Waters.
Yes, Cool Water in English.
Good Waters. Go ahead, Good Waters. What's on your mind? Speak out.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I talking to people of Puerto Rico. It's very important. My representative, me and you, in the congressman, his name is Kid Cajita.
Kid Cajita?
Congratulations, Kid Cajita is a congressman in the Tennessee.
Oh, my God. Kid Cajita. I remember him back in the day when he was granted that nobiliary title of Kid Cajita when he tried to find some stuff against Rafael Hernandez Colon.
Oh, man.
And he never found anything on the La Cajita, on the litter box that he had over the Ojeda's show on TV over Wapa TV. It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
The second name is Charlie Sarisa Rodriguez.
Charlie Rodriguez. Awesome.
Yeah, so right, Rodriguez.
Charlie Rodriguez. It's
yes,
awesome.
it's the second man.
Well, thank you so much for calling. This is the Flip Flop Nation show. This is stop it there. I need to ID properly. So this is the Flip Flop Nation on
WKAQ San Juan.
WKAQ San Juan. WKAQ San Juan. More patriotic music. Hit it. Phone lines at 765-6020. 765-6020. You are on the air.
Yeah, my friend.
Who's
How
this?
you going? This is Mr. Revolution.
No, stop it there. Ladies and gentlemen, right off our honorary role of the Flip Flop Nation, here he is. It's Revolution.
Oh my God.
Revolution.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
From now on, we're going to start speaking English, so we can.
Speak out your mind, Mr. Revolution. Speak out your mind. Go ahead.
So from now on, we're going to start speaking English so we can get used to what's going to be. Right now, we're starting to forget about being Indian and start to being stupid.
At the end, we're gonna be like real people for
Oh my God!
Yes.
Oh my God! Yesterday we had a situation of being half of the half.
Half of the half? No, stop that! Stop that joking, man.
Yeah, if you see 500,000 people vote yesterday, and half of that is half of the other half. So actually, no one win.
No one win. No, Revolution, stop that, Revolution.
Forget about it. He was on fight.
Stop
no
it.
corner, no referee. Do you see a referee?
Stop
Do you see some Democrats, some Republicans?
You know what?
After that...
Hey, wait a second. Since she started on the Tennessee plan delegation, everything is valid without any referees.
Saludos indígenas de la colonia.
Hey, man, you collect what you put in your land. That's what you put in your land. If you collect the thing in your brain and there's no brain around, well, that's going to be what's going on.
Thank you, Revolution. So, let's do something. Let's go to our headline news. Then, a word from our sponsors. In the meantime, you can hit me. You can like me on Facebook, and you can follow me on Twitter. Just hit me at Walo HD. That goes by WALO HD. That's the most trusted name in political satire and social commentary. I am Doña Proby's son. There is more. We'll be right back. Boom.
Si estamos mejor que nunca. Gobe, los expertos están diciendo que se murió el ELA. Ándate, se murió el ELA. Eso están diciendo los expertos. ¿Cómo usted no estaba enterado?
Sí. Se murió Lela. Que Lela lo lamento. Cuchín ya se va. Pa' Sevilla se va. Que el Papa Bellón costó mucho.
Mira. Enfóquese, joven.
Desde Einstein, desde Benjamin Franklin cuando descubrió la electricidad. Tenemos un nuevo genio, el doctor Ricardo Rosselló. A fuerza de tubo nos quiere traer por encima del océano, desde los estados continentales hasta Puerto Rico, nos quiere traer gas por tubo. Vamos a ver este video para que ustedes sepan de lo que estamos hablando aquí. Vamos a esto.
Podemos contemplar hacer un tubo que nos haga llegar gas porque los precios de Henry Hub de los Estados Unidos son muchísimo más baratos.
Pero en el caso de los tubos, usted sabe la experiencia de Aníbal Acevedo Vilá y Luis Fortuño.
Bueno, pero yo estoy hablando de un tubo externo, un tubo que salga de los Estados Unidos y llegue a Puerto Rico y que nos ayude a traer ese gas a unos precios bien baratos.
¡Qué maravilla!
Pero yo estoy hablando de un tubo externo, un tubo que salga de los Estados Unidos y llegue a Puerto Rico. Y que nos ayude a traer ese gas a unos precios bien. Estoy hablando de un tubo externo, un tubo que salga de los Estados Unidos.
Yo entendí, doctor. Yo entendí.
Yo estoy hablando de un tubo externo, un tubo que salga de los Estados Unidos y llegue a Puerto Rico. Pero yo estoy hablando de un tubo externo, un tubo que salga de los Estados Unidos y llegue a Puerto Rico.
Ricky.
Me preocupo.
No, pero no se preocupe, porque al fin y al cabo, no importa quién sea el candidato, terminamos votando por el tubo y nos dan tubo.
Oye, no me confunda con un piragüero, con un zapatero, soy el chancletero mayor. Chancletero, llámame chancletero. Chancletero tú, chancletero yo, chancletero todito el...
Thank you. It's 30 minutes past the hour, the top of the hour. On all of Puerto Rico and all of my flip-flop nation, I am Doña Provid's son, Walo HD. It goes by Walo HD, the most trusted name in political satire and social commentary. And I can take a time to remember of my folks listening all over the internet. And I also want to say hello to all of my folks over Facebook Live that are watching. So a big round of applause for them. You can get a hold. Thank you so much. SOAs, tiene que decir SOAs. Get it right, please. Get it right. So remember, you can get a hold of this show on podcast format, audio podcast. It's very easy. Just visit walohd.com and you're going to find there the links for the show, the social media links, so you can be part of the conversation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's the Flip Flop Nation show. So since it's 30 minutes past the top of the hour, let's do something. Let's do it like now. We should do it every day now that we chose statehood. Get used to it. It's gonna be like this, you know. It's gonna be like this. Because at the end, right, this is very important. We chose statehood. It's gonna take 40 years at the minimum to achieve it on a full scale, but we're on the way. We're on the way. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, but furthermost, my legion of followers listening through the internet, my fellow followers that do as I do, we grab our flip-flops and we bring to justice all politicians who disservice the best interests of Puerto Rico. This mystical body is better known as the Flip-Flop Nation. You and me that are the Flip-Floppers!
Serving the universe.
Make yourself comfortable and wear your flip-flops without stockings, because flip-flop with stockings don't look well. War symbols! Bankruptcy symbols! This is cool symbols. I love the new call legal ID for this station. I love it. Just thank you. Chanclachero, flip-floppers. Can't you go like, can't you make it right? Please. Flip-floppers. It goes like, hit the ID again, please.
WKAQ San Juan.
We even sound as a mainland station now. It's awesome. Hit the lines. We're going over the phone lines at 765-6020. 765-6020. This is the Flip-Flop Nation show. I am Doña Provison, Walo HD, and stop it right there for a second. I should be called now Walo 4K. You know, with the Commonwealth I was Walo HD. Now with Statehood I'm gonna be Walo 4K. It's a better resolution, as I understand from my technology friends over the airwaves. 765-6020. What's up? Who's over the line?
Hi, Walo, this is Stella.
Hey, Stella! Big round of applause for Stella!
Yeah!
How are you doing? How are you feeling that we're...
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I wanted to let you know. I wanted to inform you if you heard this guy on the radio today. He called the radio station. Obviously some guy. Obviously from the Statehood party. And he said he would go to the last of the consequences for Puerto Rico to become a state.
The last of the consequences!
And I wonder, is he going to make a movement like the macheteros and call it the trimmer movement?
Hey, listen, let's. I hopefully, if there was the macheteros for the independence movement, I hope for that for the statehood movement, the cocoteros. The cocoteros.
No, the trimmer movement. Que Dios lo saque de pena y lo lleve a un sitio nice.
Thank you so much, Stella. We're taking calls over the lines at 765-6020. Once again, that's 765-6020. 765-6020. This is the Flip-Flop Nation show. Who's on the line?
Hi, this is Joe.
Who is Joe?
Joe on the road. Is this Casey Kasem?
No, I'm not Casey Kasem.
Is the Puerto Rican Casey Kasem?
No. Stop it right there. If anything, I'm more like Stephen Colbert. I'm
sorry.
I'm more like Stephen Colbert. Maybe if you go by my nose, maybe I have maybe the same amount of nose that Bill Maher has, so I can be a Puerto Rican Bill Maher. So go ahead, speak out your mind. Speak out your mind.
Well, man, I feel like it was like a Thanksgiving Day, man. I feel like, it's wonderful.
I feel like Christmas. It's like we're just missing the snow. It's awesome.
Getting cold. Don't worry. Yeah, it takes a little while. Don't worry about it.
We're going to be there. We're going to get there. It's just a matter of another 40 years since I listened to some of those experts on this matter. At the end,
like someone said, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Get used to it. We chose statehood.
It's like a life cycle. It's like a Simba and Samba. It's like a cycle of life. Every 40 years.
Exactly. So, who's counted over the years? Thank you so much for the call. 765-6020. 765-6020. Speak out your mind. Who's there?
This is Iron Tipo.
Stop it! Stop it! I need some drum roll here. I need some drum roll, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and the millions listening all through the world to the internet, the Flip Flop Nation show, this is one of the most important persons to be alive on June the 11th. Mr. Rossello was counting on him, on his boat. Ladies and gentlemen, over the phone, here he is, Mr. Iron Tipo! Big round of applause!
Thank you, Flip Flop Nation.
Big round of applause for Iron Tipo, who voted for statehood yesterday afternoon. Go ahead, speak out your mind.
What happened yesterday?
Well, there was a plebiscite and statehood.
Really? Sorry. Okay,
Hey,
I forgot.
Iron Tipo. Iron Tipo. Don't say that. Mr. Rossello is listening over the airwaves at WKAQ. WKAQ San Juan. And most probably he's gonna be very sad if he ever notices that you didn't know that yesterday there was a plebiscite and at the end statehood won. And he thinks that Iron Tipo, after going on his trip to Michigan, voted for Puerto Rico statehood. Don't do that. It's very sad.
I'm sorry, Mr. Governor.
You're breaking Mr. Rossello's heart. Don't do that. Don't go over.
But you know what?
What?
You know what? Keep the violence, please. Keep the violence, because I'm actually calling you to say I've been really, really sad all day today.
Why are you sad? Why are you sad? You shouldn't be.
You just made my day, Walo, because I was hoping for every radio show today and everybody in the street and everybody that I met today to greet me in English, and then nobody did. You know, you're the only one in Puerto Rico, Walo.
I respect the people's choice. I respect the people's choice of statehood. And you know what? People, please get used to it. We voted for statehood. That's the sovereign. That's the people vote that counts. So a big round of applause for myself.
That's why I'm a proud member of the Flip Flop Nation.
That's why we're hit the top of the hour once again. We're doing it like that. Flip Flop Nation, hit the line, 765-6020, 765-6020. I am Doña Provison. This is the Flip Flop Nation show, #1 in political satire and commentary. Yes. Once again, you know, I'm getting used to the accent. It's not easy. Being from the Caribbean nation, I need to get used to the accent, you know. Jamaican people has a little bit of an accent, so I can have a little bit of an accent as a Puerto Rican host, you know. Stop it once again. We're still a colony. We are a territory at best. So we are still doing the show as Walo HD. When statehood comes, I promise you're gonna get Stephen Colbert live on WKAQ. WKAQ San Juan. Stephen Colbert live, Monday through Friday, 7p to 8p. It's gonna be awesome. In the meantime, it's myself. It's me, Mr. Hot Dog. 765-6020, 765-6020. Speak out your mind. Who's there?
Walito.
Who's speaking?
Walito, yo no sé hablar inglés.
No, stop it there. Stop it. Just a quick moment. How come you're not speaking English?
Para que me ayude, mira, lo que te voy a decir que lo traduzca en inglés.
Well, I'm going to try my best, but first of all, let me ask you a question. Are you graduated from public schools in Puerto Rico?
Yo soy del club de los chancleteros de Villa Palmera.
Okay, so if you've lived in Puerto Rico over the last 40 years, you're supposed to speak fluently in English because public education includes English from K to 12 grade. So high school. So every graduated from high school should speak fluent English. So I don't get why you don't speak English.
Pues mira, voy a hacer el intento, Walo. Let me tell you.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to help you out. Go ahead.
The governation is your nation in Puerto Rico.
Mr. Governor, let me translate that into Spanish because there's a lot of indigenous people that don't speak the English that well as you do. Él está diciendo que no mastica bien el inglés. Está diciendo eso. Go ahead. You're doing very well. Go ahead.
Yo voté estadidation en Puerto Rico.
Dice que votó por la estadidad en Puerto Rico. Increíble, increíble. Go ahead.
¡Viva Walo 51, Walo!
Long live the 51st state of Puerto Rico. Big round of applause. He just hung up. He just hung up. Well, keep hitting the lines. Phone lines are open. We're celebrating that Puerto Rico chose statehood. So Congress, get used to it. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Get used to it. We chose. We want your federal aid. We want every food stamp that you have available. So we're not going anywhere. Puerto Rico chose statehood. Get used to it, Congress. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. 765-6020. I am Doña Proby's son. Who is on the line? Who's on the line? Lower your volumes, please.
Yes, this is Mr. Rivera from Toa Town.
From Toa Town. Awesome. Mr. Rivera. Mr. Rivera.
Yes,
awesome.
I want to order now in English. I want rice and bean and cocoroco. Have a good night.
This is not a quick like a quick stop for food. This is not a fast food service. This is a serious show. This is a political satire and commentary show. So take it easy, folks. This is the Flip Flop Nation show. Hit me up at 765-6020. Who's over the line?
Walo, it's Mommy Dearest.
Who's this? Who's this?
This is Mommy.
Mommy Dearest from California. Can't believe it, you made it. No, I can't believe it. Big round of applause for Mommy Dearest. Do you know that you kind of inspired me today, that you just hit me over Twitter and you told me you suggested for me to make the show, the Flip Flop Nation show, in just plain English, and I'm just following your advice. So thank you so much. It's working.
Awesome.
Good so far. How are you liking the show today?
So I'm already packing my bag, so I'm moving back because now you're state.
You know, this is gonna be awesome. That the WKQ now, it's gonna be all in English, so you can move over back to Puerto Rico and enjoy the Flip Flop Nation show without capping your data plan over the cell phone lines with the internet usage of the streaming. What do you think?
I'm ready to go.
What do you think it's gonna happen in Puerto Rico? Congress needs to, get used to the idea of that Puerto Rico chose statehood. What do you think?
It's about time. They've been telling me Puerto Rico is gonna be a state since I was in high school, and that was like a long time ago.
That was like in 19.com, something like that. 19.com.
19 blah 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 blah.
19.com. Yeah.
So I was hoping I won't die before it happened.
But we're right on track, and as so far what I listened today, the expert says that like Alaska took 40 years, so I hopefully think that we are achieving full statehood in 40 years. So it's gonna take just.
Okay, so maybe they can bring my coffin and I can be buried in Puerto Rico.
No, that's a big round of applause for Mommy Dearest over Twitter. That's one of our honorary flip-floppers of the Flip Flop Nation. This is the Flip Flop Nation show. I am Doña Proby's son, Walo HD. Hit me over the phone line, 765-6020. 765-6020. And this is the #1 radio. It's the radio station for news and news analysis. I don't know how to translate that very well, so I need Javier calls me to help me out with the proper translation for the branding of this radio station. 765-6020, who's over the line?
I don't know speak English. Estoy triste porque no puedo hablar con ustedes.
Don't be sad. Don't be sad, dude. You can do it. If you
María de Santurce, Dominica, no speak English.
No. Just, wow. Where, you know what?
No comprendo.
I'm gonna be brief with this.
Ponme un traductor porque estoy triste porque no te puedo.
No, don't be so sad. Don't be so sad. I'm gonna flip back to Spanish just for a quick bit of a second. Just for education. No llore. Yo sé.
De verdad, mira, tú eres una terapia para mí toda la noche. A veces no puedo entrar, pero con oírte, pero ahora con tu inglés.
No, tranquila. Sabemos que la primera entre Puerto Rico, Cuba y República Dominicana, quien primero tuvo un acercamiento de anexión como Estado de la nación americana fue la República Dominicana. ¿Tú sabías eso?
Sí, pero allá no nos daban inglés aquí.
Por eso no se convirtieron en Estado.
Ay, pero qué pena que llegó la estadía temprano a
llegó.
WKQ, mi emisora favorita.
Que bueno, ya, vete practicando, ya no es WKQ, ahora es
WKAQ San Juan.
San Juan, qué lindo.
Rubén también lo voy a perder por la mañana.
With Ruben Sánchez. This is the Flip Flop Nation show. This is a political satire and commentary show. I am Doña Provison. Who's over the line?
Hi, this is a flip-flop girl from Fajardo.
Flip-flopper from Fajardo. Big round of applause. Speak out your mind. What's on?
Well, I have to tell you that I am a special messenger from Mr. Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying to the Puerto Rican people that want to become the state 51st, he's telling them, don't get dressed too much because the Congress is too busy looking after me with the Comey issue.
In other words, let me translate this. Please, I apologize in advance if I don't get it right. Usted está diciendo que Mr. Trump le dijo que el Congreso va a decir que no se vistan, que no van.
That's true.
No. Get her out. Puerto Rico chose statehood. Get used to it. Congress, I'm gonna tell you something. I need some dramatic music. Congress of the United States of America, you imperialists, guys, get used to the idea that Puerto Rico chose statehood. Get used to it. We want federal aid. We need your food stamps, so get used to it because we said so on the ballot. We chose statehood. And we want statehood. And there's a flag waiting to be waved over the Capitol with 51 stars. And that's Miriam Ramirez de Ferrer flag that she herself stitched the 51st star over the canton of the United States flag. So get used to it. Big round of applause for myself. Thank you. 765-6020. Who's over the phone lines? It's a ways.
Walo.
Who's this?
This is Charlie from Rocky River.
Oh, stop it right there. Just for a second. Rocky River, that's my hometown. Rio Piedras, Rocky Town.
Rocky River.
Big round of applause for my hometown. Rio Piedras, Rocky River. Go ahead, speak out your mind.
That's right, Walo. I'm just calling to congratulate you. I've had a blast.
Thank you.
This has been one of the most creative things I've heard in the last couple of months here in Puerto Rico. And you getting the idea of conducting this program in English has been great. So congratulations.
It is what it is.
I've had a blast. This has been one of the most enjoyable rides driving home from work. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. But it's not about me. It's about the people's choice. It's all about the people's choice. If the people of Puerto Rico voted for statehood overwhelmingly, I'm not saying that. It's just words from CNN. Though it's 23% of the electoral eligible guys, but it's 97% for statehood. Regardless, hit the idea again. This is the Flip Flop Nation Show. I'm your host, Walo HD. Doña Provison, hit me over the phone line, 765-6020, 765-6020. And this is the number one station for news and analysis. I'm getting better at it. Yeah. Who's over the line? Speak out your mind.
This is Chancleterita from Santurce.
Stop it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of an honor and a privilege to receive over the phone lines our most senior Flip Flop Nation member. Here is Chancleterita. Flip Flopper. The Flip Flopper from Santurce. How are you doing, Chancleterita?
Yeah, I'm doing very fine, but I'm going to tell you something. You're supposed to have a coat because you know it should come down. And we need a big coat and glove and everything.
Yes.
That's why Doña Provison has to have a good coat.
Thank you. You know that you are my beloved Flip Flopper from Santurce. My Flip Flopper. You are my. I love you so much. A big round of applause for Chancleterita, my Flip Flopper from Santurce. I would like to take the time to say hello to one of our great audio engineers and technical engineers from Univision Puerto Rico, Mr. Snow. Better known back in the day as Nieves. Nieves is at the master control in WKAQ San Juan. And stop it right there. And I know as an engineer, Mr. Snow, Mr. Nieves, el señor Nieves, Mr. Engineer, it's supervising what's going on this show because FCC regulations now specify that our legal ID needs to be in English. So hit it. WKAQ San Juan. I am in compliance, so let's take the phone lines once again. 765-6020. Speak out your mind.
Good night. You the son of who?
I'm the son of Doña Provi's son.
Doña Provi's son?
Yeah.
Angel Mark Sanchez Rivera from Yabucoa, Puerto Rico.
Oh, Yabucoa. That's a great town. You know, people like to die there because the mayor is charging for dying there. And, people that want to use the cemetery now need to pay. So that's a luxury that few people in Puerto Rico can afford. Go ahead, speak out your mind.
I have a news for you.
Huh?
I have a news for you.
News for me. Go ahead, speak out your mind.
Yes, you know, Ricky Rosselló Nevares from Puerto Rico, the governor of the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, they going to Washington, D.C. to say to the congressman. You know what they're going to say to the congressman?
What are you going to say?
Don't push me, please.
Don't push me. Don't push it. No, get him out of the line. Get him out of the line. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Mr. Willie Remote from the Master Control at WKAQ in San Juan. But thank you furthermore to all my people of the Flip Flop Nation show. This is... Thank you very much. Remember, this conversation keeps going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just hit me up. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Hit me at Walo HD. It goes like WALO HD. That's the most trusted name for political satire and social commentary. I am Doña Provison, Walo HD, and we'll pick up over the airwaves of the world. Brrrah!